I had a chance, I was going to say, to speak to Brandon earlier, and he mentioned two things about you. And obviously, this is a rematch of a fight you guys fought at UFC 245. That was a really special fight. I mean, that was a fun fight. He won that by decision, but right off the get-go, you two started going. And he said that he thinks the difference in you compared to then and now is really confidence. And he said, I could look at technique and whatever. He said, but he's a more confident fighter, and that's translating into the cage. Would you agree with that? And if so, where did that boost of confidence come from?
Yeah, definitely. I would agree with that. It's confidence and momentum right now. Look where I'm at, and look what we've been able to do in the last 2 years. The last 2 years, people don't realize this, but it's been tough for New Zealand and Australian athletes. Having a quarantine every time we leave the country, so that's two
Right.
weeks at a time. Sacrificing family time. Our gym was shut for about 4 months, so I couldn't even train with my teammates. Couldn't even see them really.
Mm.
We were so restricted back home in New Zealand, and just made me really grateful and not take anything for granted, and also not make any excuses. When everything's taken away like that, you just have to focus on what you can control, and what you can control is how you talk to yourself, and if that means how what are you saying to yourself? Are you saying, come on, don't be lazy, don't be a wimp, just get up, or are you saying, let's go, champ, get yourself up, we've got a world title to win. I know you're the best in the world. Let's go out there and show them. That's the difference. And like I said before, look what we've done in the last 2 years, not being an even playing field, having to travel every time we fight, having to travel for
Right.
5 weeks at a time, sacrificing family time, home time, and then still beating world champions, still beating guys that never lost before. My coach had to leave the day I got into Vegas when I fought Cody Garbrandt because he couldn't get back into New Zealand if he stayed, and cornered me. So he wasn't there when he cornered me. I had my nutritionist, I had my wrestling coach Brad Kickman, and I had my teammate Dan Hooker. They were the three that were cornering me. So my biggest fight of my career, didn't have my head coach, didn't have my gym. Pretty much was shut for the
Amazing.
4 months, and could still go out there and take them out in the first round. So gave me a lot of confidence. And now that everything is back to normal, we're just ready to go. Like I said, I haven't taken any shortcuts this camp. I'm ready to go 5 rounds or one run, wherever Brandon wants to go. We'll have an answer. So I welcome it, and I'm a completely different fighter since that first fight 3 years ago. It's not the same. I'm a father now. I'm a husband.
Yeah.
More responsibilities, but I step up into that role, and yeah, I just welcome it. I'm not shying away from it, and that's what I mean when you see the confidence. I'm not fighting it anymore. What was to come. I knew what was expected. I knew where I had to be, um, and I've just done everything I can. So now it's fight week. I'm not dwelling on anything. I know I've done everything possible, and let's just go out there and have fun, do what we do best, and that's win world titles and just back myself.